This is the Sunbeam Origins Sense, and Sunbeam sent it to us to have a bit of a play and let you know what we think about it. So I took it home and I had a good play over the weekend, and there are quite a few features that really impressed me. So hang about, we'll take you through all the features of the Sunbeam Origins Sense and we'll make a coffee. The Sunbeam Origins Sense, at a glance, it's a beautiful looking machine. There's some great glossy features and some chrome highlights. It looks pretty good. But let's start at the top and work our way down. The machine has a built-in hopper and grinder system. They have 30mm stainless steel burrs in there, which are conical, so they'll grind straight into your portafilter handle. And the cool thing about this hopper is that when you remove it, you actually get a full closed-off technology, so you don't spill your beans when you try and change or get access to your burr set for cleaning. And once you're finished and you pop it back on, it's very easy to go right back to the grind setting that you had before. I haven't read how many beans fit in that hopper, but it looks like about 250 grams. Actually, let's work it out. I'll remove the hopper, pop it on the scales, better remove the lid, and we'll see how much we can fit in. Oh, I reckon that's pretty much full. What do we got on there? So it's about 200 grams of our Artisti Champion blend. On the top here, you've got a cup tray. With the tamper in its holder, how many cups can you fit? Well, commercially, I reckon you can fit 4. On the back, you've got a 1.8 litre water tank, and if you run out of water or you remove it, it's going to beep at you. And if you're setting up your machine for the first time, just remember to remove the rubber stopper so the water can enter the machine. So let's look at the interface. So there's your power button, and when you do turn it on, it heats up pretty quick. Once it's stopped flashing and all the lights are engaged, you're ready to go. You've got your auto clean, which is awesome because most machines are always a challenge for people at home, but with an auto cleaning system, it definitely means you're going to get the best taste in your cup. You have your standard single shot and double shot button. So something I do really love is the manual shot button. You know, we can use the automatic volumetrics for single or double shot, which will just stop to the exact amount of liquid that's preset. But because I like to weigh my extractions and use a recipe, I can use the manual button and then stop it exactly to the recipe based on the coffee that's in the group handle. I really like that. And so over here is one of the most exciting things about this machine is the TempSense technology in the steam tip. There are 4 different options here that you can pick the perfect temperature for the coffee that you love at home. You know, perhaps you've got an alternative milk and you want to keep it a bit cooler, or maybe you're getting that really hot cup. But simply pick the temperature that you love, and the steam wand is going to cut off exactly at that temperature every time. So if you turn the dial a little bit more, there's an option for low or high pressure in the steam. Now, because I'm used to commercial machines that have a whole heap of power, I was straight on that high setting and I thought it was really good. But if you're a beginner and you want to start to learn how to texture milk, that lower setting is going to help you get much better results. And then when you're ready, crank it on to high and see how you go. So with the high and low setting, it is a fully manual option. So you'll be using your hand to measure the temperature you're after. When you get it to where you want, just use the big dial and turn it off. The big dial, you've got 2 options. You can have hot water by going to the left or right to give steam. When you go to the hot water, essentially it's going to come straight out into the drip tray, and they've got a little hole there, which is great. So if you don't have your cup, it'll go straight into the drip tray and catch that hot water. The hot water is perfect for a long black or a cup of tea. When you're changing from settings between brewing and steaming or boiling, the machine does make a little bit of a gurgle, but that's okay. It's a thermoblock. It's just going to be switching between the temperature controls to either be heating water or making steam. So before we dive in and make a coffee using the grinder, the group handle and the TempSense technology, we'll just duck into the drip tray. There's a couple of cool little features that you'll get to see now in these machines. When the drip tray is full, you'll see a little red tag come up. And on the left-hand side, there's actually a catch tray for the grinds. That means that the grinds don't mix with the water from your drip tray, which is a bit messy, so you can empty those separately. And there's a little tool compartment there to be able to look after your steam wand. It allows you to remove the end tip of your steam wand and clean out the little holes to make sure you're getting that perfect steam into your milk. Other accessories that come with the Origins Sense include a milk jug, a 58mm commercial size group handle, a premium tamper, 1 and 2 cup 58mm single wall filter baskets, as well as 1 and 2 cup 58mm dual wall filter baskets, a silicone cleaning disc, and a couple of cleaning tablets. So earlier I mentioned about the hopper and the burr size. But the one thing that really impressed me was the fluffiness and the quality of the grind that comes out from the burrs and the anti-static technology that this machine has. It is really quite impressive. So to activate the grind amount that you need for the single dose, just pop it in and press it down once. It'll start to grind. And that dose is 11.4 grams. Now look how fluffy that grind is. There's no clumping. That is pretty impressive. So let's see how much a double dose weighs. Pop the handle in, press it twice, and you'll get the dose. And with the double dose, you can see that there is not much spill, or actually none, that has ended out on the drip tray. It's all in the portafilter handle. And we've got a dose of 19.3 grams. So let's use that double shot to make a latte. We've got our grind, we'll give it a little bit of a settle and a collapse. Level it out to help with any channeling. We've got the 58mm tamper that's included. Nice little firm press, and a bit of a turn. Clean up any excess grind, and we'll lock that in. Now I like a strong coffee, so we're going to do a double latte. Pop it in, and we'll press the double shot button. So there's your full double extraction, plenty of crema, and a pretty rich coffee. You could dial in a little bit more, and we're already towards some of the finer settings on these machines, which is pretty standard across many entry-level machines. So make sure you've got the right age beans, because you will have to adjust your grind, like any machine, to suit your extraction. All right, let's do some milk. We've got the standard jug here. Gonna fill it up just to below the spout. This is the standard jug that Sunbeam give you with the pack. It's okay. I think it could be a little bit better, but let's see how we go. Now, I don't like a hot latte, so I'm gonna pick 60 degrees, and we're gonna use the TempSense technology to froth this milk. Pop it in, turn on the steamer, and we'll see what kind of quality milk that we get. The pressure's starting to build up. We're starting to get a little bit of a vortex in the milk. I'm going to lower that jug to get the hiss, which is giving us the froth. We don't need to go all the way down, just enough to get that constant little hiss, and start to watch the volume of the actual milk in the jug rising up, and then you know you've got the right amount of foam for your latte. Now, one of the tests for these entry-level machines is whether the vortex can be still spinning when you increase the foam, because the density changes and they can struggle to make that texture and keep the vortex. This is handling quite well. Now, it's getting a bit warm on my hand, so it must be pretty close. There you go, 60-degree milk. Give that a little bit of a purge. Always clean up your steam tip. Now let's pour out a latte. Swirl your espresso, swirl your milk, get in deep, get the foam to come around the cup, come back to the middle, and pour out your pattern. That's pretty good. So while you're enjoying your first coffee, grab the manual and you'll get to see a bit more about the cleaning, descaling, and see that you'll have a 12-month warranty as well. There's some super helpful numbers there for Australia and New Zealand to ring if you need some help. So there you have it, the Sunbeam Origins Sense. It's a fantastic looking little machine packed with features that would look great in any kitchen. It's actually quite lightweight as well. So if you had a caravan or you're trying to go traveling, you could pack it away and you would have fantastic coffee no matter where you go. It's retailing in Australia at $9.99, which is exceptional value for all the features and the benefits that you can have in such a compact, tiny machine. So if you want to learn anything more about the Sunbeam Origins Sense machine, we'll leave a link down below. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, everyone, and I hope that you've enjoyed this demonstration of this machine. As I said, I think it's pretty cool, but if you've got any questions, leave a comment down below and we'll look to start some discussions and see if we can answer those questions for you. Anyway, thanks very much. We'll catch you next time. Cheers.